Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon to all of you. I am Dr. S. Segar, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Hindustan Institute of Technology, Coimbatore. Welcome to all the participants for the webinar on functionally graded metal matrix composite. It is my privilege to introduce the resource person of the webinar, Dr. S. Suresh Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Kalasalingam Academic Research and Education, Srivilliputtur. His native place was Sivagasi and well qualified under the field of mechanical engineering. He completed UG Mechanical Engineering from Kalasalingam College of Engineering. He completed PG Manufacturing Engineering from Alagappa Chettiar Government College of Engineering and Technology. He completed PhD Kalasalingam Academic of Research and Education TAEPRNS funded research project. He also completed post-doctoral study Karadeniz Technical University, Turkey, and he currently pursuing the research on advanced machining process and surface engineering. He published 12 international journal, 8 national journal, and 19 international conferences too. And he also filed for one patent which is under process. I heartily thanks to Dr. S. Suresh Kumar for accept our request to be a resource person for this webinar. And dear participants, feedback form will be sent to your registered email ID at the end of the webinar. It will be active up to 5 p.m. only. Dear participants, please follow the instruction during the webinar session. Already I was sent the instruction to your registered email ID. Once again I display the instruction in window. Please read and kindly follow the instruction during the webinar session. After 5 minutes, Dr. S. Suresh Kumar take over the webinar session. Thank you all.
Second, sir. Shall we start?
Wait sir, 5 minutes sir. Dear participants, please read and kindly follow the instruction during the webinar session. Please follow the instructions, sir. Sorry, Sulabha. Okay. Sulabha. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಫೋಟೋವಾ ஸ்க்ரீனா ரெக்கார்டிங் பண்ணுறாங்க ரெக்கார்டிங் நடக்குதுப்பா இல்லை ரெக்கார்டிங் நடக்குது ஓகே ரெக்கார்டிங் எடுக்க முடியுமா
நீங்கள் பேசுகிறப்ப அந்த ரெக்கார்டு ஃபெயிலியர் ஆகிடுச்சு அப்புறம் திருப்பி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன் நீங்கள் பேசுனதே இருந்திருக்காது அது இருந்தது பர்மனெண்ட் ரெக்கார்ட் கொடுத்தேன் அப்போ நான் டெஸ்டிங் ரெக்கார்டு கொடுத்தேன் அதனால் கட் ஆகிடுச்சு இப்போ பர்மனெண்ட் ரெக்கார்டு இப்போ அதை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும்னா ஃபுல் ரெக்கார்டு
நான் பேச கிளியராக இருந்துச்சா
சார் நீங்கள் பேசுகிறது கொஞ்சம் ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக இருந்துச்சு பட் நேரடியாக புரியுது ஆனால் இன்னும் ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக இருந்துச்சு பேசுன மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு நான் அதுக்கு தான் ஸ்லோவாக பேசுங்க அப்படின்னு அப்புறம் நீங்கள் கொஞ்சம் இதானீங்க அப்புறம் ஸ்லோவாக
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண சொல்லிடலாமா
அவங்களுக்கு போயிடும்
30. Hello, Suresh Kumar sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, now you are carrying the class.
Okay. Please stop sharing, sir.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I cannot share.
Okay, sir. You can start to the.
I cannot share my screen window. Just 1 second.
Sir, please wait.
One second.
அவருக்கு ஷேர் பண்ண முடியுங்கிறாரு. அப்பா வருதாப்பா? ஓகேவா? ஓகே ஓகே.
Is it visible? Sega, sir.
Yes. Say, sir.
Visible? The screen is visible?
Hello.
The screen is visible?
So I cannot clear audible.
So my screen is visible now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Good afternoon to all. This is Suresh Kumar. This is Suresh Kumar from Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education. Sir, my voice is audible, sir?
Yes. Yes.
So someone can
Sir,
respond, please.
sir, yes, sir. Clear audible.
Okay, sir, I will proceed. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Segar, for your nice introductions.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I hope all the participants you are good and safe, and I hope you had a good lunch. I will start my session. Maybe I try to complete by 45 minutes to 1 hour, and then if you need any queries, we will discuss at the end of the session. As I pointed out, my area of research is advanced listening. Since I was start off attempting to the new areas, just I am trying to explore my experience. My presentation will be on functional graded metal matrix composites. Before to the topic, just I would like to give you some brief about my institutions. My institution is located near Madurai. Town is Sri Vipul Academy of Research and Education. We got a NAC and NIRF rank and NBA. We are the only department of mechanical engineering. We are only the department that full 6 years accreditation among the all over India. First department in Tier 1 category, and about accreditation in the process and previous ranking. This is the overall view of our institution. Our institution was located just foothills of the Western Ghats near Sri Villivattu. My content presentation includes some following titles. I understand that there are a few participants are some different, the different cadre of participants are available. So I would like to give some basic introductions to the composites. So that's why I prepared my presentation in this aspect. So my presentation contains basics of alloys and composites and metal matrix composite introductions applications, and then I will move on to the functional graded metal matrix composites and is the processing technique. Second, composites also. So it becomes the fourth finger of the engineering material. For understanding, I would like to spotlight the applications or the importance of composites materials. Just I have a slide. This slide will give you some idea the different types of material being used in aerospace. Right? This is the Boeing 782 model, right? So here, right side, I mentioned you the 50% of this type material are being replaced by the composite material in the last few decades. So I like to highlight the importance of a composite material in addition to the conventional materials like steel, titanium, aluminum, and other alloys. Right, especially in the composite side, the aerospace material, the type is consists of some sort of composite material. There is a carbon-based, carbon laminate structures, aluminum, steel, and titanium. These are the basic alloys, and a few composite materials also being used in the aerospace. So slowly, existing material, conventional material of the aerospace and flight is being replaced slowly by the composite material. So from the record, this model Boeing 781 plate is being replaced 50% of the material by the composites, and other models are maybe the 12 up to 12% of the composites, and even the aluminum roll of aluminum is more, there is a 20%. So I would like to highlight the importance of composite here. For understanding the composite, you should know what is the meaning of composite. Often we have some confusions with the understanding of alloys and composites. Right? So we should know the basics of alloys and composites. Right? So both are almost similar, but what is the difference? I will go with some examples. Consider what is the alloy. I will tell you. It is a homogeneous mixture. If you add sugar into the water, after some time the sugar gets diluted, dissolved in the water. So finally you will get a solutions having the water and sugar mixed to one. So you cannot differentiate. So this is the example for alloy. Whereas if you add a sand particle into the water, so you will get you will see, right? So you can able to identify or visualize the presence of sand particle in the water, right? So this is the example for the composite. So alloy is a homogeneous type of mixture, whereas in composite it is a heterogeneous type of mixture. In alloy there is a solvent will be there, right, and a solid will be there. For example, there are bronze, glass. So these are the some of the alloys. Even aluminum, copper, many titaniums are having this own alloy elements. And this side, composite side, we have two elements. One is the matrix, another one is the reinforcement. So matrix is the main elements of the Foley mechanism in which the reinforcements are added. So I given you the example for composite. Even our human body, you can call it as one of the example for the composites. So our body having a flesh which is reinforced with the bones or veins. So these are the best example for the composites. Again, I will highlight you some example for the some benefits of the composite. I will highlight you here. Please listen to this one. Sorry for the interruption. So I've given you the example for what are maybe the benefits of or the major advantages of composite material. I have given some examples. So composite material provide a good strength, right? And it's very light in for structural applications and aerospace applications or some other applications where I need a lightweight material. Maybe the automobile side and all. So it having some aluminum based composites are having a lightweight structure and the resistance from the thermal load and all, and it's a flexible one and the durability is more. Some example I given thanks to the composite lab.com. I got this right from the site only. And we think that composite is a very new idea, new things and all. But I give you example, basic things and all. Even in our home, we can hear some example for the composites. We have a practice of eating the masala dosa and all, or vegetable stuffed dosa. So dosa, maybe you can consider some baked material. It is a matte material. And the vegetable stuff that were added for the taste and all, that may be out of the reinforcement. The masala dosa, you can say it is a composite. This is available in our kitchen. And this one, right side one, burger, pizzas, again these also bread is available. There are matrix material. And in between you are adding or inserting some salad, vegetables, right? So these are this composition combination is the example for the composite material is available. So for understanding, I given you some basic examples which we are seeing in the day-to-day life. And the composite in the human body, maybe the physical aspect I can say, the body and the soul, our spirit is together. So this is the composite structure available in the human body. And another example, the gradual replacement of car body or parts by the composite material. Few examples given in the slide. Right? These are the examples for the composite materials, which is being gradually replaced by the composite material. Maybe the body, outer body, and all glass, right? Even the door, and even the whole dashboard body, door, everything, even the tires, rubber tires are being replaced with composite and all. And dashboard also. So everything being slowly replaced by the addition of composite materials in the car. So I have shown you different examples of how the composite material is slowly replacing. And these are the new products that we have, our department of mechanical engineering, our institution have launched into the market. So these materials are produced with the help of composite material. First one is a cell phone stand. Second one is a impeller being used in the pump. And third one is a coconut seed based helmet and door plywood, composite plywood. We have a door, glass door, and lamp holders and clutch plate also we are using. I mean, we are trying to replace with the help of composite material. Even the fan, the radiator wings. For impeller, maybe any fan and cooling applications, you can use this kind of wings, right? This is being replaced slowly by the composite polymer matrix composite based rings. And the last one is about example for the metal matrix composite. We prepared aluminum based composite for the chain sprocket. Right, now I am giving you some example composite material in different aspects, maybe in the home or a car or the human body and all. Here I have given you some examples. Classification, how the composites are being classified. First one is metal matrix composite, ceramic matrix composite, polymer matrix composite. So I hope you know some idea about composites. So here the composite is being classified based on the type of the matrix material being used for the product. So if you use the metal as a matrix one, that is comes under the metal matrix, and the ceramic based material if you use metal, that is called ceramic, and the polymers or resins or rubber that if you are using metal, that comes under the polymer matrix composite. These are the very basic classification of composite material, and that too based on the type of matrix that you are using, the base material that you are using. I have given you some example for the metal matrix composite. I told you in metal matrix composite, metal is used as a base material, that is matrix material. Some other reinforcement material is added. For example, here the left side one, the first image shows that it is a aluminum alloy, A356 aluminum alloy is used as a matrix material, and this one silicon carbide, which is a ceramic reinforcement material, the particle reinforcement material. When you add this reinforced material into the matrix, the aluminum alloy, you will get a aluminum alloy based composite material, that is a metal matrix composite. Right? Thanks to the Professor Vinod Babu, so I got this image from the paper. And how metal matrix composites are classified based on the type of reinforcement used. One may be a layer composite. If you are stacking the material like a bread, you are stacking like a pizza, burger, so that is stacking material. And it's based on this one. MNC is classified into classified as layer composite. And if you are using the reinforcement in the form of fibers, that is called comes under fiber based reinforced composite. Again, the fiber based on the fiber length, it can classify into short fiber or convenient the long fiber. And the last one is important thing is particle reinforced or dispersion hardened composite, which is plays a major role. Most of the metal matrix composites are being produced by using this kind of method only. I mean in this type only, particle reinforced And what may be the basic properties of MMC? Why people are moving towards the MMC? I have listed a few properties, like it has a good strength, lightweight. It can stand for the high temperature. It can stand for the corrosion will be high, and the stiffness is much low. And it can stand for the heavy, larger load. The wear resistance will be high, and fatigue resistance, creep resistance will be high. It can stand for the higher temperatures. Maybe it can retain its property even at the higher temperature. So these are the few listed properties, or I can say the advantages of the metal matrix composites. Some of the examples where metal matrix composite can be used nowadays. One is maybe engine crankshaft, the casing. Second thing is connecting rod. Third one is a piston head. And next one is the electronic devices, the circuit board or the series electronic board being used in the laptops and TV and gadgets and that. And last one is wind turbines or the propeller unit being used in the aerospace and its engine system. So these are the basic applications. Nowadays the MMC plays a major role. And for understanding, I have go back to the same examples. I told you chain sprocket usually made of cast iron steel is nowadays replaced by the aluminum based metal matrix composite produced by the our department. Thanks to Dr. Rajesh, Sir has developed a chain sprocket which is made of aluminum based metal matrix composites. For understanding, I have given you some diagram, the gear, the sprocket shape is given in the right side view, and left side view shows the replacement of the white color bracket made of aluminum based composites. Of course, this material having a many merits advantages, but even though it is having some drawbacks, right? I will be keen focusing on the drawbacks of MMC here. The reason is some of the drawbacks listed here is maybe there is a necessity to produce a composite material for the application, but that too to be specific with the particular location or particular condition or based on a particular service need. But MMC may not be suitable, or MMC is having the property throughout this section. The same property it has, but some of the applications we need a particular or a location specific property may be needed. For example, in brake disconduct, the load is acting on a particular region only. Maybe that region may be exposed to subjected to more wear than other sections. So maybe if you want to replace the brake by the MMC material, that's good. But only the particular region is subject to huge load. So is there any possibility to replace such a material by MMC? A particular location may have a good property than other regions. Is there any possibility? So these are some of the drawbacks in case of MMC, and also it has a problem with the selection of right fabrication methods for the particular material or a particular application or particular design needs. And the cost of being spent for fabricating such a material, again, it may be more based on the experimental setup required for the fabrication. And last one is choosing the right material for the right particular applications. There is also a few drawbacks with the metal matrix composites. So what should we do?
Sorry, sir. Present no, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, your presentation is present no, sir.
Sir, is okay?
No, sir. So it's sir, please click in present now.
Sir, is okay?
Okay, sir. Yes.
So, okay, shall I proceed?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Can you proceed, sir?
So we come across these are the drawbacks with the MMC. It doesn't have a location specific properties, right? What should we do? How we can overcome these things, right? So with that, more so, researchers maybe during the 80s or 90s, later 90s, slowly people have back up. So they wanted to develop a material, even though the composite material having a location specific properties. How we can fabricate such a thing? What is the possibilities are available? Right? So here I given you some images and that. Right. Right. Let's say things I given you example the microstructure of the metal matrix composite. The white color shows the some alloy, some matrix material. The black color. Sir? Is it okay?
So you carry on, sir?
Okay. The left side one thing is a metal matrix composite. Microstructure of the metal matrix composite. So the white color shows the matrix material, and the black color shows the presence of reinforcement material, the hard particles into this material. Right? Maybe more or less the reinforcement presence is uniform, is dispersed uniformly throughout the areas. But whereas if you come to the right side material, so please the black color and the white color, you can identify the differences. The presence of or the amount of or the area covered by that black color is varying. Maybe at the bottom the black color is more. If you move towards the upward, so the ratio is becoming lower. The black color is becoming less. So it means that reinforcement present in the material it is varying. The amount of reinforcement present is varying. Maybe at the bottom section it is more. When you move towards upward, it's slowly it is reducing, and when we reaches the top point, so it is almost nil. So how we can varying the reinforcement? I told you, yeah, location specific metal material composite. How we can produce? So in this case, the reinforcement is huge in quantity at the bottom section. Maybe in between it is maybe the mixed one, and the top side it is less or it is almost dim. So with the varying the presence of reinforcement or grading the reinforcing particle in a particular axis. So that is the only solution for achieving or overcoming such a drawbacks.
Sir,
Right? The
sorry, sir.
example-
Sir,
Yes,
press,
sir.
click the present no, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. By varying the presence of reinforcement content throughout the material with some action or some direction. So this is the only solution for attaining a particular kind of or overcoming such a drawback. So this material is called functionally graded metal material composite. The functionally graded, that name so indicates like the reinforcement is graded in a or the varying in the particular directions. Maybe for example, I can go with the same thing, the brake and all. The particular location where the brake pads are applied or holding the brake is, so where the more amount of pressure is being subjected, right? Subjected to. So there you can have a you can ensure the presence of more amount of reinforcement particle, whereas in other region you can normalize the amount of reinforcement particle. You don't think like for fabricating functional graded metal material composite, that is FGMMC, you need a more reinforcement. Not like this. So you are just varying the reinforcement content. Maybe at a particular location you are keeping the reinforcement content more in quantity, and other region you are varying, and maybe gradual will. Maybe that you can based on the requirement you can change it. So my point is FGMMC means you are changing the amount of presence of reinforcement material in a particular direction based on your requirement. So that is the understanding you can come to know from the functional graded metal material composites. Understanding how the material is looks like, I give one example on images.
Sir, please present now.
Sir, it shows me like it is presenting. I don't know what is happening. Is okay?
Okay, sir. Sir, please another one option here below the slide. Height. Stop sharing and hide, and please click in your system. Yes, okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir. Sir, please click the hide.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Right. I give you the example for the SDMMC. Actually, it is a tab what we use for packing items, right? So this is the same thing I given as an example. See the one end that is left side, that is inner portions, inner periphery, that is marked as a white color. So that is, we can call it as a metallic. That plastic cover, the tab material, the tab, that is you can consider as a ceramic region. So one end we are having more metallic phase, another end we are having the ceramic phase. So you are varying the presence of ceramic phase from one region to another region. So just for understanding, I given you the example. The packing tab I have given you the example. So where the one end the tab is more, another end it is not available. Right. Why are the what locations or what need the basic need for the functional graded materials? Again, I given you the some other similar examples. Gear failure is happened with the more worn out at the edges, maybe gear teeth and all. So we often come to the conclusion like the wear edge, the teeth having more worn surfaces. So once it is got worn, we cannot worn out means we cannot use this one. But other surfaces doesn't have any fault. But simply being worn out in more quantity only at the teeth, so we need to replace this one. For such a cases, we can go for functional graded materials. Maybe as I told you, so you can have a more reinforcement material only in the teeth sections where this region may have a more resistance to the load, whereas the other region can ensure the presence of a lower or minimum amount of reinforced material. Only, where the more wear and tear is happening, those regions you can concentrate where you can ensure the presence of more amount of reinforced material. Maybe for this one, maybe for in many applications, the gear is being used. So the only the teeth section is subject to high wear and tear. One example. Another example, if you look into the piston, so piston head mostly is subjected to the wear. Maybe we are using the lubrication. Of course, there will be a wear and tear is occurring at the outer surface. I mean, especially at the head section of the piston. So more amount of wear is happening. And the second thing, last right side one, the brake is only during the particular where the brake pad is located. Only with the particular circumferential area, the more amount of wear is the next wear is noticed. And again, the in case of turbines, the propeller side, even the aerospace side or the power plant and all, the turbine blade is subject to a huge amount of load, right? So again, this area is you can notice more amount of wear. So see, if you look into the other part of the component, you won't understand, you won't notice much amount of the loss or the wear and all. But whereas in only at the edges or a particular location or specific point, you can have a more wear and tear. So for this kind of applications, you can go with functional graded materials, where a particular point needs a material having a superior property, whereas the other section may need a normal level. So there is a properties maybe enough, but only the maximum load is occurring in a particular region. For dealing such a material or replacing such a material, you can go with the functional graded material. Some basic advantages I have given you. It has a real property I told you, ceramic, and the metals. So ceramic may subject to more amount of heat energy. Of course, it has a good wear and corrosion resistance. But in other words, maybe the maximum load it will break down. But metals in the sense it is a ductility, so it can stand for the higher toughness and the strength will be right. So when you mix together, this material having two phases, ceramic and metal. So you can have you can finally end up with some superior properties. Again, good thermal conductivity can be obtained by the metal side. In ceramic side, it is a good resistance for the thermal load. And phase applications, one end maybe need a lower temperature cooling state. In other side, is a atmosphere surrounding maybe hot. In such a case, it may be rotate. Maybe other structural component, one side may be a tougher section that area maybe inside, maybe other outer side is exposed to the some wear or some other corrosion resistance, corrosion load and all. So you can fabricate the form of material having different structure. Maybe one side, one surface or outer region we expose to the different load. Whereas the inner portion of the material, you can have you can hold the different properties. Especially in this kind of applications, you need this kind of maybe FGMMC role is important. How we can fabricate the FGMMC? Is there any possibility? What is the mechanism they are doing? Most widely, centrifugal casting is the only way. Casting followed with centrifugal casting is the most widely used fabrication technique for forming functional graded metal matrix composites. So these are the collectively I have mentioned the fabrication techniques, even thermal spray or chemical vapor depositions, centrifugal casting. For solid phase and all, photometallurgy you can use it. Maybe it's a very new thing. Even through the thermal spray coating, you can form a material having different properties. Maybe a particular region you can go for a more layer coating, whereas in other region you can go with a lesser number of coating. So the variation in the coating will end with the different properties. Like in centrifugal casting, I will explain you in detail, and spark plasma sintering and photometallurgy also. I will give you some fabrication technique for better understanding. How the centrifugal casting helps us to produce a functional graded metal matrix composites. The left side image, the exponent setup, is a method for fabricating the composite material. I mean, melting the material. In the sarcastic setup, this one is used to melt the base material, and also there is a provision, ability to mix the reinforcing material, and you can finally stir the reinforcement so that you will end up with the uniformly dispersed reinforcement into the matrix material. The final the melt obtained through the intercasting may have a uniformly dispersed reinforcement. And the next right side one, I have given you the view of centrifugal casting setup, the vertical type of centrifugal casting setup. I hope you know the principle of centrifugal casting, right? And the molten melt produce, the composite molten melt produces this through the casting that can be poured into the die, dry or more of provided in the centrifugal casting. It can be poured into the die. So where due to the swirling action, the rotary the molten metal or composites, the material melt is being injected, and due to the swirling, the rotary motion, the material is being pulled out. Right, while it is being injected or the poured into the die or die, because of the high density reinforced particle, so it may be pulled away, whereas the lower density matrix material being occupies the inner region, whereas the outer region of the composite or material products are having the more amount of reinforcement particles, because reinforcement, the ceramic material always having the having higher density, higher weight or stiffness than the matrix material. So when you pour this mixture, that obviously the reinforcement having the higher density, so it will be sent out or pushed away, whereas the matrix ductile material, the matrix material being arrested in the inner region. So when you end up with the material, maybe the hollow cylinder for producing, most widely the outer region are having the more amount of reinforced particle. The inner section or inner region of the hollow cylinder are having the more amount of matrix than the reinforcement. Again I am highlighting you, the hollow cylinder outer section of the hollow cylinder are having the more amount of composite material. Second thing is the powder metallurgy. So in this case, you can produce or lower any kind of object, any cylinder or any rod having the reinforcement conduct. You can vary. Maybe you can stack the powder and the reinforcement blended the mixture in the different ratio. So thereby you can get the activity.
Sir, sorry sir.
Sir?
Please click the press and no button, sir.
Okay. Sorry, sir. I don't know.
Okay, yes, sir. I give the instruction, sir.
It's okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Powder metallurgy, it is a solid type of fabrication composite material fabrication technique. So here you can use the powder material in the powder form. So you can mix the material. For example, I will go with the aluminum powders, and the reinforcing particle you can blend it, you can mix it, and you can pour into the die, where the material is subjected to the compacting higher pressure. After compacting, you can keep the sample into the furnace for the sintering process, the heating process. So after sintering process, sintering may be done almost 80-90% of the melting point of the matrix. So it is now you can produce the composite material. It is a very conventional way, but for functional gradable metal matrix composites, so the material that you are adding to the die, that it will vary. If you are a first phase, you can add the mixture that is having a particular ratio of reinforcement. Maybe the next layer, next stage, you can have the more reinforcement. The mixture having a more amount percentage of reinforcement. The third level may have a higher amount of reinforcement percentage. So thereby you can make a stacking arrangement of the reinforcement, I mean the mixture. So finally you will end up with the material having the different reinforcement content. Maybe the top level, the percentage of reinforcement is more. Maybe at the bottom it is very less. Maybe for from the gear and all, you can choose this kind of thing. Maybe the only the teeth section, the head section, having the more you need a more sense, so where you could attain by the taking up the last section of mixture, having the more amount of reinforcement particle. There is one way of attaining this kind of properties. So as I told you, photometallurgy and centrifugal casting are the most widely used technique for fabricating the functional graded metal matrix composites. For understanding the FGMMC, I've given you the microstructure of the previous paper. Maybe one end, what is the amount of reinforced particle? Maybe in the other end, how it is varies. I'm giving you, maybe how I told you, you are producing the hollow object. The inner section is shown in the left side of the image, and the outer surface of the material is shown in the right side.
எல்லாரும்
Maybe
எப்படி சொல்கிறது, மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் தி பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ் லோ ஆடியோ சொல்லாமல்
maybe left side it is less, maybe the higher right side it is more. That means the reinforcement, the amount of reinforcement present in the outer cell is much more, right? So it is actual work published in the paper, published in the good journals. So centrifugal through centrifugal casting, this was fabricated, which is having the different properties. And the outer section having the more reinforcement content, whereas the inner portion, the left side image having the least amount of reinforced particles.
So sorry sir,
Sir?
Most of the participants sent the message low audible. Please slightly louder.
Okay,
Can you
okay,
speak
sir.
sir? Okay sir.
What? Is it okay now?
Okay sir.
Now I have given you some example applications of FGMMC, gear, piston, and turbine blade, brake disc, and housing for a gear setup, and ring, piston ring. So some examples which we could replace by the functional graded metal matrix composite. And another example, space area of space application. Maybe one area, maybe you need a more heat affecting zone, maybe subject to more heat energy, whereas other region it may be a cool, the lower temperature required. So for this kind of applications also, you can go with the SGMMC. Maybe one end you can have a ceramic, more ceramic rich region where it can stand for the huge thermal load. In other section, you can lower the amount of reinforcement. I mean the metallic phase may be good. Right, how we can fabricate the FGMMC that we discussed it. Now my question is whether the fabricated FGMMC could be used for the real product activities. Of course, the formed produced material may having the irregularity in the surfaces. How we can deal such a material? How we can convert the fabricated FGMMC composite material into the real-time application, or real-time uses, or how we can use it for making the product. So for which we need to go with the secondary processing, as we do processing for converting the produced FGMMC product, FGMMC composite into the real-time products. Maybe we can come across a few secondary operations, but most widely missing is the choice for the
Sir,
sir?
excuse me sir, please click the press on now button.
Sorry, I do not know.
Okay sir, now it's okay.
Sorry for inconvenience to the audience. Sorry. The secondary processing is mandatory to convert to change the produced product into the real-time product, as the near-net state would be obtained through the undergoing some kind of investigative process. I told you machining is the most preferred choice for making or shaping the material to the required product or the dimensions, so that it will be useful for the real-time product. For the again, most of the people know the machining is categorized in the two aspects: conventional and non-conventional machining. So FGMMC could be prepared or processed through any of these conventional or non-conventional machining process, so that it could be made to the readily usable form. Few researchers have already attempted to use to process the FGMMC material by conventional method of machining, and already researchers have started on non-conventional machining process also. Most widely, the machining is a inevitable thing now, because the cost of machining amounts more than 20% of the manufactured product, but it's supposed to undergo the machining process to save the product to the required state. And sometimes machineability is very difficult, because presence of reinforcing particle is rich in quantity at a particular point, it leads to the poor machineability. Sometimes we will come across various manufacturing issues, like the more severe tool wear it will be there, the poor finishing will be there, the machining process is subject to huge amount of thrust force may be happening, right? So with that aspect, also we need to consider that aspect also. And but progress in the field of materials has resulted in the emergence of a wide range of advanced engineering materials, and that also we need to consider with the remarkable technological characteristics. And however, the materials with these properties are to be transferred to the useful products, right? So that's why we need to choose the machining operations. FGMMC are often covered with the near-net shape processing. And final designed dimensions and required surface is also a mandatory task for the engineers nowadays, manufacturers. And the secondary machining operations like turning, drilling, machining also required. And good visibility may be denoted or implied with by the optimal combination of setting tools and good surface needs, and with the lower wear and the burn formations, and better material removal. Right, in that aspect, I will like to move on to the research work which was reported so far in the FGMMC. So I have treated the research work in this aspect. Maybe some authors are interested to fabricate the compound FGMMC, and they were characterized as a material. And a few were did tribological studies, what is their real resistance of FGMMC with respect to some applications. And some authors, few were attempted with the conventional type of machining, and few have been trying to deal with such a FGMMC with the help of advanced type of machining process also. And very few have formed a ceramic based functional graded material. So I have categorized the research work reported on FGMMC so far in these aspects, right? So hereafter I will be discussing about the research work reported so far. So maybe even though the research started in the 1980s, maybe after 2000 or 2000, say for example 5 or 6 and all, the research work reported is more on FGMMC. I think this 10 or 8 later 2008. Sir,
Sorry. Sir, excuse. Sorry, sir. Please,
Yes, sir.
no.
Someone have personal life.
Yes,
Is it okay,
yes.
sir?
Okay.
Okay. Right. So this one that will give you idea the total amount of research reported so far during the on the FGMMC during the different years, and that too maybe luckily China and Iran, United States have contributed more on FGMMC. Next to the Japan, India also contributed to some extent, right? The blue color in the bar chart shows that the presence of India's contributions and research aspects carried out on the FGMMC materials. Professor Vinod Babu and the team have attempted to fabricate the functional graded metal material composite for the brake disc applications. So the middle one I have given you the product which they have manufactured by using the thread casting followed by the centrifugal casting. And what is their microstructure? I told you from the inner region to the outer region, the amount of reinforcement content is varying.
Sorry, excuse me, Surya sir.
Yes. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes, here. Yes, here.
Sir, Mr. Suresh, please mute your audio.
Shall I continue, sir?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sorry, can you carry on, sir?
Yes, sir. Right. He fabricated the FGMMC, that is a brake disc, aluminum alloy, and silicon carbide reinforced brake disc having the different amount of reinforcement. For example, you can looking to the microstructure from the right end. The right end is the inner zone, inner periphery of the brake disc, where the reinforcement is less. When you are moving towards the left end, slowly it's increasing. Again at the leftmost end, that is the outer periphery, it become again reducing. So means a particular location, maybe I can say the third and fourth microstructure image having the more amount of presence of silicon particles, silicon carbide particles. It shows only during a particular region, more amount of reinforcement is available. Again, I am like to highlight you again that brake is subjected to the more load at the particular regions. So if the particular region of the brake is having the more amount of reinforcement rather than the aluminum or any matrix material or alloy, then it can stand for the huge amount of load. It may have a more rear resistance. With that aspect only, they have fabricated the brake disc, and this is their ideology. So they just characterized the materials through the some I think by optical microscope images. So inner portion of the middle region having the region of the brake is having the rich reinforcement structure, whereas the other regions are the least reinforcement regions. And the other people reported, like maybe this graph will make us understand the presence of amount of reinforcement, that is a silicon carbide concentration in the different region of the material. Maybe see distance from the outer surface, maybe at the outer surface, maybe up to 3 mm or 4 mm, the presence of reinforcement particles is more, maybe 60% or 50-40%. When you move towards the 5, 6, 7, 8 centimeters on the presence of reinforcement particle, the quantity is becoming reducing. It becomes less. Maybe the other diagram also showing the same thing. So maybe only the particular region you can identify or you can ensure the presence of, or you can make the composite having the more amount of reinforcement particle, whereas in other region, maybe middle region, the amount may be after maybe in the transition zone or the middle area, it is normal. Maybe in the inner zone of the material, it is very less. Again, with that aspect only, here's another research. And the tribological study, the wear study carried out on the FGMMC material. Again, especially in the automobile application, the brake disc undergoes the abrasion type of the wear, the scratching is happening by the applied pressure by the brake pad. So how we can minimize this wear? In that aspect only they found formulated. Right? The second one is piston. So this author, Dr. Arsa et al., they fabricated the piston, aluminum alloy based FGMMC piston, and we have compared maybe the left side image for the fabrication setup of vertical casting machine, and the right side one, two piston views are provided. One is made with the aluminum alloy, A390 alloy, and another one is A390 alloy. Maybe the section view is mentioned here. The meaning is we know that only the head point of the head section of the piston is subjected to more wear and tear, whereas the skirt at the bottom side is subject to lower wear and all. So we need to have produce a piston having the more wear resistance at the top section or skirt section. So maybe the arrow mark I mentioned, like the yellow color arrow mark, it shows that the presence of reinforcing particle is higher, that increased harder when we move towards the head section of the piston. So present the reinforcement amount you are varying. I mean, this is slowly, gradually is increasing towards the upward. So top section having the more reinforcement particle. So obviously this section will have a more wear resistance, so it can stand for the more load. The wear rate reported by both materials, maybe the aluminum alloy and another one is aluminum alloy based, I mean the composites produced by the vertical casting. See, I told you other bottom side, I mean the head side, reinforcement panel is more, the bottom side is less. So you can compare the wear resistance, I mean the weight loss after wear test, the weight loss occurred on the material is comparatively less. So my point is it indirectly indicates that the wear resistance of the head section of the material is higher than the middle section and the skirt or bottom side. So three in the both the graph, three lines are marked. So top side, the top line shows that head section, the wear loss occurred at the head section of the piston is low, I mean the bottom side. So there are three lines in the graph. The bottom line shows that the head section, and the middle line, and the top side shows that the bottom section of the piston. So which is subject to the more amount of weight loss, the more wear is happening in that. So you can vary. They have reported that there is a gradual decrement in the weight loss, that the wear rate is noticed when you varying the percentage of reinforced particle throughout the section. Maybe the head section, as they reported, head section having the more reinforced particle, so it is subject to the lower, maybe maximum subject to 0.01 gram of weight loss, whereas in bottom section it is subject to 0.404 or 45 or 0.05, and the gram, the weight loss occurred is more in the bottom. Again, for another example, Professor T.P. Raj, scientist, actually the scientist, in his research paper, he mentioned he fabricated the composite having the different reinforcement, and the reinforcement content is varying. Maybe the left side, figure A shows that the reinforcement is alloy only. There is no reinforcement. The middle second image having the minimal amount of reinforcement, and the last one having the more amount of reinforcement. So he just tried to compare the hardness of the material, the FGMMC material produced as a function of the distance from the outer periphery to the inner periphery. Maybe outer periphery, as they reported, in the outer edge it is normal. Maybe the 5 mm, 10 mm from the outer edges, where the more amount of reinforcement is available. So it end up with the more hardness in all the conditions. It is more hardness. Whereas when you are moving towards the right hand, there is inner periphery. When you move to the inner periphery, the hardness value of obtained is less. It slowly, gradually decreasing. So means when you are moving towards the inner region, inner surface of the material, inner section, so there is a gradual decrement in the hardness potential. Again, I told you, wherever you need a rich hard surface or the rich section, which reinforcement section, there you can increase. Where this setup is mentioned even here, you can, after making the GMMC, you can make a sample of 10% sample maybe, that you can call the pin. So when you are providing a load on the material, which is something, I mean the resistance will be provided by the disc plate made of mostly the steel and all. So when the material is rotating, revolving, and the load against the very motions, right? So it is subject to the huge amount of load, that the weight loss on the material is noticed. So what is the variation? As I told you, in case of brake control, the wear resistance may be required at a particular point. Whereas in other region, so you can have a lower wear resistance. Maybe at the point where the brake pad is applying, so there you need a more amount of wear resistance, right? Maybe in that section you can measure the wear resistance and you can compare with the inner region. So what is the relationship between the difference in the wear resistance in the two different regions that you can compare? So here the percentage, this is wear rate, the volume of wear loss at a different load. Point is he has measured the weight loss, I mean wear rate at two different sections. So one is outer pin, right? The outer pin where the wear rate is more, and it will be moving towards any other higher load. So in the inner region, in outer region, the wear rate is less. Maybe the inner region, the wear rate is high. I told you in outer region, the since the FGMMC, in the outer region, more amount of reinforcement is available. So it can enhance the wear resistance property. As a hard particles present, it can give a resistance to the wear, the abrasive load. So the wear rate is varying at the two different regions. In the T.V. Rajan in some other paper, he produced a function graded hollow cylinder, and he made observations. The amount of the volume of silicon carbide, the reinforcement present throughout the section. Maybe the outer periphery, what is the amount of HEC, maybe the inner section. The left side graph shows that outer section, the reinforcement percentage may be 45. When you are moving towards the inner region, that is 60 mm from the outer region, so it becomes almost 4 or 5 percentage. Again, at the particular point, it becomes 0. So means the silicon carbide is rich in the outer periphery, and it is becoming lower, almost 0 in the inner section. So actually, there should be variations, right? This was reported by the Chinese T.P. Rajan. And the similar way, harness also is reported. I told you in the reinforcement rich section, the harness is high, and it becomes slowly reduced. Again, the graph was meant for two materials. As changes in the harness, he has compared. So again, the heat treated material, FGMMC having a higher hardness than the cast FGMMC product. Silicon carbide particle size used for fabrication is 23 micrometers. And again, the same similar things is reported for some other composites. Aluminum rod alloy reinforced with the silicon carbide. So for this case again, it is gradually decreasing, and the hardness value also. So means when you are moving towards the inner periphery of the cylinder, hollow cylinder, the material is being reduced. Mr. Pradap Singh and his team have done drilling studies on function graded metal matrix composite. So I have found out here 3 different sections, 1, 2, 3. One indicates the outer region, second indicates the transition and middle region, 3 indicates the inner zone. So in these 3 regions, what is the different characteristics, I mean, the drilling studies obtaining, I mean, the different characters obtained at three different regions that compared by this one, and we have chosen change the drilling process with the coated carbide tubes with some input parameters, right? And some variation in the measurability. What is the surface roughness produced at three different regions they have pointed out. As I told you in the point where the uh, reinforcement bricks is having the more resistance to the metal removal. So it will end up with the poor surface finish. And of course, it produces more thrust force also. And Professor Uday Kumar et al. In the field now done electrical research using advanced medium studies on the similar disc, right? Three different region dimensions. First, region 1 is 15 mm from the outer edges, outer periphery, and region 2 is 45 mm, and region 3 is 75 mm from the outer periphery. And as I told you, the hardness value is reducing from the outer region. I mean, where the rich mixture is available, there hardness value is high. We are moving towards the least reinforcement section, the hardness value is being reduced gradually. And what is their mixability responses? Maybe in terms of surface roughness, there is no much significant variations, but of course in zone 3 and maybe in the middle region and zone 3, there is some variation. Right? Of course, there is no defined trend is noticed, but there is a different variation is variation in terms of surface roughness is noticed. I told you in zone 3, question 3, where the least reinforcement section is available, there the listening process is easy. That's the reason why the lower surface roughness is obtained. I mean, a good finish is obtained in the inner section, zone 3, the inner section of the rotor disc. And again, for the same ideology, overcut measured with the EDM process. Again, the same trend is noticed for the zone 3. Again, I am editing the point. Zone 1, where the rich mixture is available, and that's why the overcut formed is less. So again, in terms of power consumption, I think these are the only authors who have reported the power consumption during the advanced mixing process. Again, the power consumption in terms of watt, I think, what they measured. So again, it was reported that for region zone question 3, the region 3, power consumed for mixing such a zone is less compared to the other two regions. And Theo, Kim, and Ramlu authors, they produced a similar kind of FGMMC based disc, again aluminum SiC based FGMMC composites. They made a construction and they wanted to make a through hole in the sections. Again, the varying 2 or 3 regions. I told you the outermost region having the more volume percentage of weight percentage of section percentage, the inner section 20 and the 50. So there is a variation in the mixability characteristics are obtained at the 3 different zones. These are reported by the Seo et al. From my understanding, most of the people have chosen aluminum, KSR Ratalite, and silicon carbide as the most widely chosen light. And metal matrix composite is used. So here, again, scientist P.P. Rajan, he tried to produce a intermetallic composite for a FGMMC based intermetallic composite. He chosen aluminum, pure aluminum as the matrix material, and alumina Al3Ni, alumina based alumina nitride as the reinforcement materials. So where the alumina, the percentage of nickel content is varying. We choose an Al3Ni as a particle, where the percentage of nickel is varying from 10 to 40%. So with this variation, maybe the first row shows that 10% of the nickel. But in that case, what is the microstructure? just compare. Maybe the last row, bottom row, shows the more amount of reinforcement particles presented. So it shows that the highly enriched section would be possible for this kind of material. So he made a hollow cylinder and he tested materials. Right? I think he's the only person who made a intermetallic composite based on FDM principles. Again, as indicated in the graph, the volume percentage becoming the low when moving towards the inner periphery, and again the hardness also becoming the least. So far we discussed the FGMMC, because we read through the individual casting process, and this one Vinson Yu et al. Fabricated the FGM functional graded material and a composite for the ceramic material, ceramic application. Zirconium oxide is chosen as a base material, and nickel chromium with the varying 20% of chromium is chosen for producing the bit of the 30 mm diameter with the 6 mm thickness. He chosen a powder metallurgy route for fabricating this one. So as I told you, the stack by varying the percentage of the material, and we can produce the FG material by varying the percentage of reinforced particles by stacking one by one. Maybe the flows are mentioned in the their report. Stepwise stacking in the die will end up with the functional graded material for a ceramic application, ceramic graded material, and their micrometer also reported. And I told you, when the reinforcement contains more, again it will end with a more amount of porosity, but the bending strength is becoming the FGM material having the more increased bending strength, whereas the porosity becomes lower. I think these are the research work reported on the functional graded metal material composite and functional graded materials. This I would like to highlight on my presentation. Many people have done research work and investigated FGMMC. But again, the application of location-specific material or service condition is required still now. So still it is open for the people researchers, and very few people have only across on the typological study, and very limited people attempted machinability study on FGMMC materials, both conventional and unconventional. And what would be the extension, further extension, feature work would be done on FGMMC or functional graded material maybe very limited work or none have reported on the corrosion resistance on of FGMMC. That is another scope. And turn studies, other similar instability study, instability behavior of the such FGMMC can be explored further with the help, with the motto of measuring the cutting force at the temperature produced, or even the smooth surface formed on the material that you can measure, and the profile of the drilled hole you can explore further. Maybe in different region, dimensional deviation produced maybe varies. That also you can explore more. And of course, only limited FGMMC material in the real-time application now evolved so far. That also you can explore more. And the point where I am supposed to acknowledge the Professor K. Vinod Babu, who run more research work on this one. It helped me to make this presentation. And I would like to appreciate the Dr. P.P. Rajan, a scientist, CSIR, National Institute for Interdisciplinary Science and Technology in Trivandrum. He has been continuously working on functional graded metal materials composites materials. Okay, here I stop my presentation. Sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Thank you, Suresh sir, Professor Suresh. Dear participants,
Thank
any
you, sir.
discussion with Dr. Suresh Kumar? Please carry on, sir.
Is there any question in the chat box?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Any questions?
Any questions from
Hello.
participant side? Sir, please carry on, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Actually, what is the most recommended fabrication method for magnesium matrix composite, sir?
Sir, you are dealing with FGMMC?
Yeah, MG, magnesium MMC. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Casting related process. Is it audible? Casting related process would be the better way for fabricating the magnesium based process, sir. Many people have already addressed it, but the issue is you should be very careful while choosing the reinforced particle. And I think people from Karunya, I remember many researchers have done magnesium based MMC. And also you can refer Dr. Professor Ponnappa, who is a scientist, right now he is working as a scientist. You can refer his paper also, sir. He has done plenty of work on the magnesium based composite material, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And one more thing. What about the influence of material structure in producing MMC, sir? Actually, magnesium having different structure and aluminum having FCC structure. So,
Okay.
what's the influence of the structure in fabrication of MMC?
Sir, I didn't get your point exactly. Structure of?
Sorry, aluminum having FCC structure, magnesium having HCP structure. So my question is, what is the influence of the structure of metal in
Yes.
fabrication
Yes,
of
sir.
MMC?
Yes, sir, I got your point.
Okay, sir.
Sir, maybe from the literature, I understand that for FCC structure, especially for aluminum alloy and all, it is the most widely suited one FGMMC suited for aluminum alloy based composite material. But even though people are fabricating other materials based on FGMMC, I told you, even people are trying with the ceramic materials nowadays. So I don't think there is won't be any much issue with the microstructure. Sir, got it, sir?
Sir,
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Sir, any other questions, sir? Please, dear participants, any other queries or questions? Please carry on, sir. Yes.
sir,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
how to select the layer thickness, sir, in FGM?
Sir, which process you are concentrating, sir?
Whether centrifugal casting, sir?
Okay. I got your point, sir. Sir, we cannot designing the layer, but we should know where the more amount of force is existing, or the location where you want to enhance the material property. Maybe in the powder metallurgy and all, you can, if you are going with the 4 layer in the sense, maybe if you need a point where a third layer is need a more resistance, more enhanced property, then you can choose that. Maybe based on the location specific, you can choose a point where you want to enhance the material property.
Sir,
Maybe you can locate the distance or point from the outer periphery.
Sir, whether it is possible in 10 mm thickness centrifugal casting, whether it is possible to produce 5 layers?
No, sir, you cannot control the percentage, but the variation will be there. You can ensure the variation, but you cannot control the exact amount of reinforcement for the required things in the centrifugal casting. Maybe in the through powder metallurgy, it is possible because you are stacking the mixture reinforcement. Mixture having the required amount of reinforcement. Right? In case of powder metallurgy, it is possible.
Sir, one more doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in which material having a good heat dissipation in the point of FGM? Which one material? And
Aluminum, sir. Aluminum alloy, sir.
Aluminum only. Other than aluminum, other material?
Maybe, sir, FGMMC and all, I told you, aluminum alloy based FGMMC, nowadays people are replacing with their material. So maybe in the piston side and even for the piston bracket and all, they are replacing by the aluminum based alloy based FGMMC. So the different varieties are available. You can choose the right alloy with respect to your application, sir.
Sir,
Is it okay, sir?
Sir, one more doubt, sir. In mathematics FGM, which methodology or manufacturing methodology is suitable, whether centrifugal or a powder metallurgy, sir?
I suggest to go with the centrifugal casting, sir. If you are not bothering about the percentage, I mean, you don't want to control more on the percentage.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello. Any other questions, sir?
Sir?
From participant sides? It's okay, sir. One message from Dr. Robinson Smart. Anybody
Yes,
if need, sorry, this is to participation. If need for casting and characterization, please contact Dr. Robinson Smart, Carnegie University. Please note it the mail smart@carnegie.edu. Sir, thank you, sir, Dr. Robinson, sir. Robinson Smart, sir, for your listening.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
We have all facilities. If any researchers, if they wanted to do any research work, they can approach me, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Welcome.
Okay. Any
It's a very good.
Sir?
It's a very good seminar. I would like to appreciate the presenter and Suresh Kumar sir and the organizer.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, any other queries or questions?
Yes, sir. Actually, one more thing.
Okay.
Yeah, sir. Actually, most of them doing so many works on the aluminum-based alloys and the aluminum-based MMC. So, what will be the future research work on any other MMC, sir?
Sir,
Hello.
Okay, sir. I
Yes,
got
sir.
your question.
Okay.
In copper based alloy, magnesium based alloy, also people are working
Okay.
more. But thing is, why people mostly prefer to aluminum alloy based components is again if the aluminum alloy is having the good properties like good weight tends to weight ratio and light in weight, sir. So most of the applications people are preferring and they are pointing like the material need less weight. So that's why they are mostly people. Most of the researchers are concentrating on aluminum alloy based composites. Even copper based composites also people are doing. Magnesiums, all non-ferrous materials people are preferring. In case of MMC, maybe in the PMG polymer composites also people are doing by varying the different types of reinforcement, right from natural to synthetic fiber. Even nowadays people are moving towards the biocomposites. Maybe the president maybe getting the biofilm which is completely degradable.
Okay, okay, thank you, sir. Sir, only one question, last one. Sorry for the inconvenience.
No problem.
What will be the maximum reinforcement percentage recommended for MMC, sir?
If
Since you
ask
show
me-
some papers, 30%, 40%, I noticed that.
Okay, if you
So-
ask me, in the sense I will limit with 20%, maximum 30, sir.
Okay,
20
okay.
20%. Even maybe for your reasonability studies and all,
Okay.
people maybe extended up to 30%. I understand from some literature like if the percentage of the reinforcement is more than 20, again it will changes the materials. Maybe you lose your ductility property in the more range, right? It will partially becoming the brittle nature. But even though people are even going up to the 40%, but my suggestion to limit it to 20, maximum 30, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Is any other questions, sir? Yeah, once again, my thanks to Dr. S. Suresh Kumar. Thank you to dear participants and all of you for cooperate and successfully completed in this webinar. And also, I thank to management, principal, HOD mechanical, and the faculty members for great support to successfully completed this webinar. I hope in future we may also get join in some other occasions as the same. Thank you one and all. Once again, I thank to all. Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Feedback now, sir.
Sir, feedback will I send, sir? Send பண்ணி, sir. Dear participants, please fill the feedback form. Your valuable feedback form, please. சர்டிஃபிகேட் உடனே போயிடுமா இல்லை ஃபில் பண்ணுறாங்களா இல்லையா போயிடுச்சா க்ளோஸ் பண்ணலாம் எத்தனை வெளியில் போகாமல் இருக்காங்க வருதா இல்லையா புரிஞ்சா டெக்னாலஜி க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிடலாமா
யூடியூப் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க
Thank you.